Yesterday, I talked about Frosk being seemingly fired from G4 TV. All we knew was that her Twitter profile didn't say that she was a host for the network anymore, and just hours after it was posted, she made a tweet saying she's no longer with them, but the story, of course, doesn't end there, because Kotaku not only did an article talking about how stunning she was for her rant that killed the network, but also how Comcast bought out her contract to get her off of their shows faster. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and to the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, or support the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So of course yesterday I made a video talking about her seemingly being fired simply because she had removed G4 TV host from her Twitter bio. Honestly, it didn't come as that much of a shock to a lot of people simply because just last week she had made a tweet mocking the individuals who got laid off, but she decided to make this tweet after a lot of the information started circulating online. She said, "Thank you so much to G4 TV and the talented X-Play and esports department. Loved working with you guys." She didn't, of course, confirm why she left or why she was fired. She didn't really give any information here, and she hasn't been on social media since, but there was a Kotaku article that went up right after her tweet that says, X-Play host Frosk out at G4 a week after the layoffs. Now, of course, this article paints her as a hero, as a good guy. It doesn't really talk about how she killed the network, but it praises her. So it says, a week after big layoffs rocked the network, Kotaku has learned that X-Play host Indiana Frosk Kieran Black is no longer with G4. In my opinion, it doesn't matter if they got rid of her now or later. They've already killed the network. They've already let the damage be done. I know a couple of weeks ago they had also hidden the individual video where she went on that sexism in gaming rant. They deleted it off of their social media. They did try to bury it, but it's just not good enough. I mean, it was 9 months later at that point. It says G4's parent company, Comcast, bought out the remainder of her contract, according to 2 sources familiar with the business. This news was announced internally by the head of the network, Joe Marsh, in a town hall meeting on Tuesday morning. Comcast was so desperate to get her off of their shows that they decided to buy out her contract, which of course is great for her because ultimately she's still getting paid, but at the same time, they were so desperate to get her off of X-Play and doing the work that she was doing that they said, you know what, enough is enough, we're just going to give you the money and send you on your way, which of course to me is hilarious. It says Black was one of the main hosts of X-Play alongside a couple of different people, and of course they name Adam Sessler, the host of the original version of the gaming talk show during its cable TV run in the 2000s. Sessler stepped back from the program earlier this year to address family medical issues. Now, I'm not going to talk about really his medical issues that, he's been facing with his family because that is his business, but he was also one of the people who helped kill this G4 revival. One of the people they were marketing that was returning, that, was very excited to be back at G4, of course helped kill, G4, simply because he went on social media and said all Republicans are terrible, racist, and should drink piss, and he even wished terrible things would happen to his Republican family members. I mean, when you go into a show like this, you have to respect your viewers. It doesn't matter if you like them or if you like their opinions, okay, because everyone in life has different opinions, but you have to respect them as human beings, and Adam Sessler did the exact opposite of that. It says, though, Black came to G4 from the League of Legends esports scene where she was a color commentator. Now, of course, last year when all of the G4 TV drama was starting, I had talked about Frosk's history in the League of Legends esports scene, specifically because Frosk is known for going on social media and making posts that she knows people are going to disagree with and that are going to be controversial. She had said back on January 18th, 2021, so a year before the G4 drama, as always, very excited for the LEC to begin and watch my peers continue to thrive. That team is effing amazing. That said, we really need to talk about diversity in esports broadcasts because holy shit, that is a lot of white. Just blindingly white, as far as the eye can see, white. Of course, this caused a lot of controversy. A lot of people on social media were talking about it, so Frosk is pretty well known for making controversial statements. But it says she was occasionally outspoken, especially on the misogynistic comments and harassment often leveled at the more diverse reboot of the network, including her personally. In a January episode, she called out the sexist expectations and double standards of some G4 viewers in a speech that the co-host Adam Sessler called one of the most amazing things I've ever been part of on live TV. So of course, as you can see, they're basically praising her, saying that she's so, stunning and brave for calling out sexist expectations and double standards. But this Kotaku article says of some G4 viewers, which isn't the case. She called out the gaming industry, and she called out every G4 viewer. Of course, I don't expect anything different from Kotaku, but this is a giant reason why I do not like Kotaku. They're not acknowledging the fact that she hurt this reboot. She hurt this network with this speech, and a lot of people didn't agree with it. But it says two sources Kotaku spoke with speculated that the timing of the decision may have been related to the September 15th tweet in which she posted a meme saying, "I survived." So even these sources are saying she might have been safe before she made this tweet. Maybe she was going to make the cut, and now they finally decided enough is enough because of that tweet. I mean, that tweet was pretty terrible, at least in my opinion. It is disgusting that you're going on social media openly mocking the people that just got laid off. That is terrible, and I don't know why Frosk decided to do that. Oh, but she did, and it seems like, maybe that finally tipped the executives at, the top of the chain in G4, and they finally decided enough is enough. Now, throughout the months when I've talked about Frosk, I have said it, and I'll say it again, my intention of talking about her was never to get her canceled or to get her fired, because ultimately I wouldn't wish that on somebody, but at the same time, she is one of the main reasons why G4's reboot had failed, because of this rant, because of the way that the executives decided to promote it, and all of the decisions leading up to this moment. I'm sure that Frosk will go back to, some kind of company and do more esports commentary. Only time will tell, but I'm assuming for now that is the end of the G4 saga. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it and found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.